climate change, got to ask a very big question. The Earth is very divided now over climate change. 1.2 more billion Muslims believe all climate change down to God. Happy get on with life. Pakistan opened no coal fields, want to sell lots of coal to China and use coal to make power for its people who are mostly very poor, compared with the rich, white, decadent people in the West, the rich, white, decadent people who think they can change the whole world and stop a climate change. It's very wrong. People in Saudi Arabia and all the Arab Emirates and all these places, they make lots of oil. The oil, it goes out to the world and runs everyone's cars and all the machinery. And everyone in the West, the girls and the boys and the teachers and universities are saying, stop the oil, stop making oil from the ground in Saudi Arabia and Abu Dhabi or wherever they do it in Iran and everywhere. Stop it, you must not make any more oil, they say. So all the people, poor Arab people would be poor, Muslim people, it's a racism to say stop, make oil. If not make all people in Arabia very broke. This is Islamophobia by Western people to attack the Arabs and say Islamic people and say you cannot make oil to make money. This is racism and Islamophobic. Then you talk in Pakistan gonna make coal, and you say you can't make coal. These people who want to stop climate change are racists. They want black people to stay poor, not to have coal or anything, or cars or anything. And all these people, Muslim people, put it down to God. Chinese people, 1.3 billion Chinese people, they say no, we have to survive. The Communist Party make a promise to its people, make them rich, make them strong, make them very proud, lead the world in everything, make cars, make rocket to space, everything. Build wonderful cities, fast trains, everything. And the West say, you can't do that, you've got to be poor. Chinese people were very poor not long ago, a big revolution, many people die for poverty. Maybe people die, millions die for starvation, not for revolution. Revolution kills some people. All revolutions kill people, but most people in China died because of poor harvests, poor starvation, and for poor customs and systems of growing food. Now they're very organized. And we'll do so more organized and more organized and say, well, climate is changing. We must adapt to climate change. You must adapt everything to climate change. You cannot stop. Chinese very clever, very, very clever people. They know you can't change climate. So they do everything to adapt the country and nation for that climate. Then the people in the West, the ungodly ones, nothing, no faith in nothing. No faith in man to solve the problem. Chinese got faith in man to solve the problem of climate change. Make water, make food, make roads, make trains, make everything. Islamic people got faith in God. God will provide for them with the oil and make money to sell the oil all over the world, and then they will actually get rich and wealthy. And all the people in Arabia, the millions of people in there, poor people, very, very poor, not long ago. Very poor, walking around with goats, camels and stuff, have nowhere to live like Bedouin. Nomadic, and now they live in nice cities because the Arab money, they use it to help the people live a normal, modern life. That people in the West will protest against modern life. The kids in the street and universities and teachers and politicians protest against modern life. So you know you've got to be poor because we're going to burn in the great roast. Well, the Bible says for years, the Catholics said if you don't believe in God, you're going to go and die in the roast in hell. And those Muslims say if you don't believe in God, you burn in a great roast. Now they say if you don't believe in climate change, you're going to die in a great roast. Even if you believe in climate change, you're going to die in a great roast. So something is very wrong. The world is very divided. over those who think it's down to God. Chinese know it is down to them and their men. Western people now, why nothing? They say, oh, well, we want to change the climate and we all this, and say nothing really what to do about climate change. Stop doing this. But if you stop doing what they want to stop doing, burn coal for power, for make all the China work, run oil, pump lots of oil in, not just Saudi Arabia, in Russia, and in some places in South America, oil everywhere, North Sea, everywhere oil, and everywhere no one walk. Everyone drive cars, tractor, truck, machinery, everything. Bulldozer, make building site work, everything work for, what do you call it, fossil fuel. It's not fossil fuel, bullshit fossil fuel, carbon-based fuel. It's the organics of carbon what create the fuel. It's as if no school teacher in the West has been to school. It's like this, nobody in university knows where anything comes from. Where does everything come from now? Not from the earth, not from the hand of man or the hand of God. No, everything just comes from China. Does it come from carbon, action of carbon? No. Everything just comes from China. Look at the shop, made in China, made in China. So that's all. You don't need fossil fuel anymore because everything just comes from China. Because West is turned into what you call cargo cult. Don't make nothing, and then so don't make nothing. So everything come from in cargo plane, in cargo cult. Like primitive people now, don't make nothing. Everything from China, and don't know how anything is made. So Western people now, it's very sad to say, are turned into cargo cult people. But good to remind us, 1.2 billion Muslims put it all down to God. Climate change, everything's down to God. That's what Muslims believe, very strong, and it's a good belief. It's a good belief. If everything good is good down to God, good belief. Chinese is down to themselves being strong men and strong society. They will survive because it's strong people, strong society. Make everything you can think of, ships, planes, trains, planes, rockets, everything. They make everything in China. And in other Western people, we don't want to make anything anymore, because if we make something, it may cause CO2, and we don't want to cause CO2, so we sit down and do nothing. Just rot away and do nothing. And that's it. So this climate change is a big problem for some people, like children in the street in the West, and they march with their teachers, teaching the children nothing. Nothing at all. They don't teach children. Used to be a teacher. Where does a car come from? Oh no, China, Japan. How do they make car? Oh, I don't know. Just come from Japan. It grow in tree. Car, they plant seed and car grow. Oh, how go get computer? Or they plant computer seed and put computer chip and computer grow in computer field, car fields, and they grow everything, pipe fields. Everything you can see, IP phone, iPad fields, everything China grow, everything out of the fields, and because they can't use carbon or carbon fuel to make anything. Teachers can't teach children anything anymore. Because if they teach children anything, then they would no longer march against something they can do nothing about or do not understand the cause of. It's down to God that climate is changing. The Chinese show down to man to survive through climate change. You can take your pick. Better to choose down to God to go through climate change, or down to man, woman and their will to survive through climate change, or choose what is happening, become extinct out of fear. Because you don't know what to do and you don't know why things are made. Now that is a confusion in the West. One small girl, Greta Thunberg. It's Greta Thunberg, Swedish girl. She, now leader of the world. Autistic girl, very small, very angry, now leader of the planet Earth. Can't say no more, can you?